action. All right. Hello, you guys. Welcome to day 3 of your binge-free year masterclass. I'm very excited to dive in. Today is going to be all about self-belief. So you guys are here for a reason. You guys are ready to heal your relationship with food. You are ready to conquer binge eating. You're ready to feel at peace with food. And that is amazing. And many of you guys yesterday, when I kind of slightly talked about self-belief, many of you guys said that you believe in your ability to conquer binge eating, right? Who here is like, yeah, actually, after watching day 1 and after watching day 2, like I actually believe that I can conquer binge eating. Let me know in the chat if you're like, yep, that's me. Your breathwork skill worked for me yesterday. Heck freaking yes. Like Becca is a freaking badass. She's already freaking utilizing the tools. Like, look at this. Amazing. Kayla, I believe. Mac, hell yeah. I can for sure conquer. I'm in the process right now. Carissa's also badass. Yes. Yep. Brianna says, yep. I actually think I can do this. Yes. Donna just joined Stop the Urge, which is so amazing. Okay. So I'm going to be honest with you in this training. There's going to be a lot of things that I'm going to be honest with you about. And it's very easy to believe in yourself at the beginning. At the start of your journey, it's exciting, it's fresh, it's like day 1, it's like, I believe in myself, I'm excited. Like even in this masterclass, right? Like being part of the energy, being part of my energy, these other badass ladies, like the start of something is very exciting. It's new, it's fresh, it's exciting. But self-belief can't just be at the beginning or when things are good. Self-belief is not just at the beginning when things are good and you're not binging. Self-belief is you believe in yourself at the beginning, when it's fun, when it's easy, when you're confident in yourself, but also on the days where it's challenging. Also right after a binge. Also when you have doubt. Also, when you have fear, that is actually self-belief. Self-belief is not, I feel so good in my own skin and I haven't binged all week, so I believe in myself. Self-belief, true self-belief is when you maybe don't see it working or you just had a binge. Do you believe in yourself then? 100%. It's like a new exciting thing. And then once you've got a good handle, it's like, well, now what? Yeah. So you need to become someone who knows you are going to conquer binge eating. And that does not mean you don't have fear. It does not mean you're not scared. But because you know you're going to conquer binge eating, nothing gets in the way. So again, day 1, it's like, I believe in myself. This is my year to conquer. Many of you guys are like, me, I believe in me. I believe, which is great. And I believe that. And maybe you've started utilizing tools. Things are going good. I believe in myself. Somebody gives you a compliment of how happy you look, or whatever it is. Like somebody gives you a compliment and you're like, oh, I'm such a badass. Or you were able to go a few days without binging. You're like, oh, I got this. You had some chocolate with lunch yesterday and you're like, I didn't feel guilty. Oh my gosh. Like I believe in myself. But how about when you have a strong urge and maybe you binge today, you binge tomorrow, and you binge the next day? How about when you have multiple binges in a row? How about when you have a bad body image day and you see yourself in the mirror and you're like, don't like what I see? How about when all of your friends are starting up diets? Everyone you see, you're scrolling on TikTok, you're scrolling on social media, everyone that you know is literally starting up a diet. And you're the only one that's committed to healing your relationship with food. You're the only one that is starting to eat intuitively. Everyone else is dieting. How about when somebody makes a comment about what you're eating? You're like, I was so confident. And then somebody made a comment about, oh my gosh, you're eating so much. Does that knock you out? Does that wobble your self-belief a little bit? Are you going to keep believing in yourself then? Because that's when it actually matters the most. It's required. This is true self-belief. So drop in the chat box, true self-belief. That is what true self-belief is. Nora says, that's what I struggle with. Can do well initially for a few days and then lose it. Yeah. Yeah. So on my journey, I believed in myself. And again, when I say I'm going to do something, I do it. Like, I don't start something, and that's it. Like, I finish what I start, no matter how long it takes me. And at the beginning, when I decided I was going to do this, I was ready to heal my relationship with food. Did I have evidence? Did I have evidence that it was going to work? No. Did I have evidence that I was going to conquer binge eating at the start when I was binging every day? No. There was no evidence at the beginning. Did I have proof that I could stop binge eating? No. But I didn't need that because I believed in myself. Self-belief is not, I know I'm going to get a specific result, so that's why I believe in myself. That's why I'm going to take action. It's not, oh, I'm going to get XYZ result. I'm going to get a specific result. So because I know that I'm going to get an outcome, then I'm going to believe in myself. That's actually not true self-belief. True self-belief is you don't have evidence because you don't at the beginning, right? Right now, you might be binging, you're out of control. There's no evidence for how you can stop binge eating, but you need to take action despite having the evidence, because what actually creates self-belief is taking action, seeing that you can do it. Like, even who wrote here, it was Becca, your breathwork skill worked for me yesterday. Did she have belief or evidence that it was going to work? Not really, but she tried it. Oh, it worked great. What does that create? That creates the evidence. But if you're waiting for evidence to then believe in yourself, you're going to be waiting a really, really long time. Self-belief is, I don't know what the journey will look like, but I'm going to go for it. I'm going to believe in me. When are you willing to go for it? When are you willing to decide this is the time? Because when you dedicate time, energy, attention, focus towards something that really matters for you, like, and you make it a priority, you're going to make progress. I didn't heal my relationship with food because other people were doing it. Who here knows of family members or friends who are healing their relationship with food? Does anyone have family members or friends who are also like healing their relationship with food? None. Back in 2019, nobody was healing their relationship with food. Everyone was dieting around me. Everyone was tracking. Everyone was on some type of plan. So there was no evidence of like, well, your friend's doing it and your mom's doing it and your cousins are doing it. Like, nobody else was doing it. I was the one. I was pulled to do this, not because other people were doing it. No one told me I needed to heal my relationship with food. I was pulled to heal my relationship with food because I know that that's what I needed to do personally. But how often, check in with yourself, how often do you start something because everyone else is doing it? Or maybe you start something at the beginning, and again, it's exciting, I believe in myself, and then you have a binge or whatever, and then it's like, oh, I actually don't believe in myself, or I'm not going to do it anymore. Deleting MyFitnessPal for an example. Who's deleted MyFitnessPal? Drop a me in the chat. You don't use MyFitnessPal, you don't track anymore. So when you delete MyFitnessPal and you commit to eating intuitively, and then all of a sudden you're like, I'm gonna poo my pants because I'm so worried and this is so new. None of your friends are eating intuitively. You don't know people who are intuitive eaters. Like I said, everyone's on a diet. So you're like, this must be wrong. No one, what? Intuitive eating? Everyone's on a diet. I can't do this. I've been dieting my whole life. I need to re-download MyFitnessPal. Boom, you lose self-belief in yourself. I'm going to delete it now. Kenzie, let's freaking go. One last app on your phone. Look at all these people who are eating intuitively. Evidence. Power of community. So how about when you're excited to heal your relationship with food and then you have a function to go to, and then you're so excited, like you're feeling good in your body, and the next thing you know, you're literally putting on an outfit right? Or you're getting ready for a social event, and you're like, but just this one social event, I'm gonna diet for. Just this one, like it's just one social event that I'm gonna diet for. But it's never just that one social event. That's not, I believe in myself. That is, holy moly, I'm scared. I don't believe that I can do this, so I'm gonna diet one more time. You don't have to have a result to believe in yourself. I almost feel unrelatable to general society because everyone is dieting. Yeah. But then you come into this community and you see all these other badasses who deleted MyFitnessPal and who are eating intuitively. And it's like, I'm in the right place. I'm home. You start healing your relationship with food. You're excited. You're hopeful. You go out for dinner with your girlfriend who's talking about a new diet, whatever. She looks amazing. You're like, I haven't seen this friend in so long and she looks amazing. Oh my gosh, what is she doing? Oh my gosh, maybe I should go back to dieting. You scroll on TikTok and you see somebody and you're like, they look amazing. What are they doing? Oh my God, they're tracking macros. Okay, I know I said I was going to delete MyFitnessPal and I deleted MyFitnessPal, but oh my gosh, she looks amazing. Maybe that's what I should do. Everyone says, I believe in myself, and I know you do. I am not doubting that. But how about when you're scared? How about when you feel like you're the only one? Like Carissa said, like, I almost feel unrelatable. Like I'm the only one. How about when you're the only one? How about when it becomes hard? How about when it becomes scary? How about when somebody makes a comment about what you're eating or everyone else is around you? Do you keep going then? That is true self-belief. I want to heal my relationship with food, but I also want to lose all the weight I've gained since having my kids 6 years ago. And what I always say, Becca, is commit to this. Commit to healing your relationship with food, because that's actually going to get to the root of why weight goes up and down, up and down, up and down. You commit to healing your relationship with food, you never have to diet again. Period. You fix the root. You get to the root of your binge eating. You're no longer self-sabotaging. You're no longer overeating. You're no longer feeling guilty. You no longer have the all or nothing mentality. So you can actually have 1 or 2 cookies and move on with your day. You can go out for dinner, order what you want, and not come home and finish binging because I messed up. That will actually help the weight way more than actually dieting. So when I deleted MyFitnessPal and I stopped dieting, I was scared. But it doesn't mean don't do it. It's okay to have fear. Drop it in the chat. It's okay to have fear. It's okay if there's fear. It's new. It's new. But for me, it's like I decided to keep going because I wasn't going to go back to dieting. I'd done that for years. There was a reason why in 2018, I was feeling out of control with food. There was a reason why I was at that place in 2018, binging daily. And I knew that if I went back to dieting, I wouldn't heal my relationship with food. I would still be in the restrict diet binge cycle because I didn't actually fix the reason why I was losing and gaining and out of control and binging. But once you fix that, you can stick to anything long term, not just at the beginning, not just at 1 month, not just at 2 months. I had self-belief. I didn't have evidence. I created evidence by taking action and proving to myself that I can do this. This is so important, you guys. Can you drop in the chat? Action equals evidence. We don't wait for evidence to then take action. We take the action and then we have the evidence. When I had these urges, like these intense urges, and I committed to not acting on them, did I know if it was like 100%? Did I know every single time that I was 100% not going to give in? No, but I proved to myself that I can get rid of my urges. Were things perfect? No, but I did it. And that's the key. I did it. Not by thinking about it, not by saying I'm going to do it, but by actually doing it. Just do it. You know, Nike, just do it. That's how self-belief is created. You take the action and then that proves to yourself, whoa, I didn't give into that urge to binge? Oh my gosh, maybe I can actually do this. Think about any area of your life. You don't get into a relationship and on day one, you're like, I believe in you. I believe you're the one. Unless you're like me. I literally like to my husband. I'm like, you're the one on day one. But self-belief is cultivated through time. Self-belief is cultivated when you spend time with somebody and you build up that trust and there's confirmation of like, yes, this person is the one. You know that song One Step at a Time by Jordan Sparks? Who knows that song? One step at a time. I'm not even watching it. It's like it says something like one step at a time. When you're learning to fly or you're learning to fall in love, like there's no rush, like it's gonna happen one step at a time. No need to rush. Like that's, I was listening to it this morning and there's so many lyrics. I'm like, you guys just need to put it on play and like listen to it. There's no need to rush. You're gonna learn how to do the thing, right? It's like learning to fly, learning to fall in love. Like there's no rush, one step at a time. And I love this because learning something new, learning a new skill, right? Whether it's falling in love or flying, whatever it is, it's like, it doesn't happen in one day. It's going to happen one step at a time, but you don't have to know the timeline of when it's going to happen. It's going to happen. There's no rush, one step at a time. And that's how you build evidence. With your relationship with food, you don't know the outcome, but you take action, you go for it, and the results come along the way. I had a client that I worked with, and she was an action taker. All of you guys are action takers. She was showing up to the call. She plugged into our group chat. She was asking questions. She was really dedicated to her healing her relationship with food. And her mindset completely changed 180. She wasn't binging. She felt good in her body. Things were going well. So I believe in myself. Haven't been binging. I believe in myself. I'm actually taking really good care of myself. I believe in myself. And then she went to a cottage with her friend. Her friend brought her son. And her friend's son made a comment. This happened a few months ago, but it was something along the lines of, did you see her body? It looks like she put on weight. There was a comment, something along the lines of, it looks like she put on weight. Of course, this really hurt my client. If you've ever had a comment said to you about your body, you know that it stings, it hurts, and it's very triggering. And this client brought this up in conversation around this. And obviously, like I said, when a comment like this is said, obviously you're going to get triggered. But it's so tough because when you know you're taking good care of yourself, you know that you're on the right path, you know that you're doing what you know you're meant to be doing, and you're on this path of healing your relationship with food, it can feel so defeating because it's like, people on the outside don't know what's going on internally, right? People on the outside don't actually know what's going on internally. And then something like this happens and you get triggered and you're frustrated. So now what? Are you going to throw in the towel? Are you going to say, I can't do this anymore? Are you going to say, well, I believed in myself 2 days ago and I was feeling amazing, but now this comment was said to me, so I don't believe in myself? You are going to keep going because it's who you are. You're going to keep going because it's who you are, and you're not going to let anything knock you down. My client did not go on a diet after that. She didn't let what this person said to her shake her self-belief and her ability to do this. She didn't go back to dieting. She didn't not eat the next day. She didn't start over-exercising. She didn't do that. She felt sad. She was triggered. She was pissed off. She was angry. She has every right to do that. But the key thing here is she kept going. She didn't throw in the towel. Can you drop keep going in the chat? Because the reality is, keep going. Because the reality is, there's going to be ups and downs in your journey. How many of you guys have someone, just keep swimming, But this is why, you guys, like, this was so helpful for her to bring up to myself and bring up to the community because she had somebody to bring this up to. How many of you guys in your life have a person that knows exactly what binge eating is, and they've actually gone through it, and they've actually conquered, and they make you feel so seen, and they make you feel understood? Do you have someone in your life that knows what binge eating is? They've gone through it. They know exactly what binge eating is, and they've conquered. Most people don't know what binge eating is. Most people's partners don't know what binge eating is, or body image struggles. Like what? Because they never experienced it for me personally. I know for me, my husband is very supportive, but at the time when I was binging, like, did not understand. I was uncomfortable, I was bloated, and he was understanding, and he was very incredibly supportive, but he didn't know what to say. A lot of the times, he literally would say things, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but like, you're just making things worse. I'm sorry. But like, you don't understand that when you say things like that, like, just don't buy it, or don't just have more control, or just like watch your portions. I'm like, if I only freaking knew that, right? It becomes more triggering. And this is why coaching is so powerful. My client was in tears to have me, to have the community, to actually share this openly, to bring this to light, to feel seen, to remind her that she was on the right path and to keep going. Yeah, I think you look great. The amount of times I've explained binge eating since starting this journey, yeah. Most people, well, I should say many people, will have a triggering comment said to them and will throw in the towel. Many people will have a triggering comment said to them and then go back to dieting. And there's nothing wrong with having the thought of changing your body. There's nothing wrong with having the thought of, I don't feel good in my own skin. Maybe I should go back to dieting. It's okay to have those thoughts, especially if you've been dieting for many, many, many years. But it's not okay to act on those thoughts, because who are you doing this for? You are healing your relationship with food for you. You are deciding to break years of generational patterns. You are deciding for you that it's time to get out of the diet binge cycle. Self-belief is not, I only believe in myself when other people are giving me external validation. Self-belief is not only when people are giving me compliments that, oh, you look amazing, then I believe in myself. But then you're going to feel like absolute shit when somebody makes a comment that you don't want to hear. Do you see that self-belief can't be attached to external? When somebody makes a comment to you of, you look amazing, you can't run with that and be like, yeah, you know what? I believe in myself. Because then when somebody makes a comment that triggers you, it's going to really tear down your self-belief. Self-belief is, I believe in myself, whether somebody makes a comment or not. Another one of my clients, she's a fiance right now. She's actually preparing for her wedding. So like, such exciting times, and hasn't been binging, feeling so good. She's so excited for her wedding. And her mom made a comment. Are you going to lose weight for your wedding? And that shocked her. That hurt. You start doubting yourself. You start questioning, oh shit, should I be dieting? Maybe I'm wrong. Like, maybe I should go back to diet. Like, maybe I should be losing weight. And it's so sad because she was feeling so good with her progress, with her relationship with food, with her body. She's feeling so good. She's so excited. She's gonna have the time of her life with her husband. Like, everything's going so well. And then diet culture comes around. But this client didn't choose to let that comment shake her belief in what she knows that she needs to do. It didn't mean that this comment didn't hurt. It hurt. But when you have belief in yourself and you have the proper support and you have somebody to chat through this and you have the right community that's reminding you that you're on the right path, that you're on the right direction, that you know what's best for you, that changes everything. She knew she was on the right path. Like, she's working with me for a reason. She wants to get out of diet culture. She knew she needs to heal her relationship with food. This, you guys, I'm not saying like everyone here is going to have a comment said to them, but this is the reality. I work with so many clients, and the reality is there's going to be comments, there's going to be things that are said to you. And if you don't have the right support, it's so hard to navigate it, because it's like, who do I speak to? My partner doesn't understand. My friends aren't understanding what binge eating is. Like, who do you turn to? It creates a lot of pressure. So these two clients, one of them I finished working with, and this one I'm working with right now, they chose to stay plugged in. They chose to continue in the support, believing in yourself, to keep going. And this is very, very, very important. I really want to be strong and have that self-belief. I get crushed by comments from people around me all the time, end up giving up. Feel like just recovering from BED on its own is not enough. Feel like should be dieting at the same time. I know it's wrong, but so hard to change. And it's okay to have, like I said, it's totally okay to have these thoughts. It's totally okay to have these thoughts, but it's like, when we look back at the things that you guys have done, it's like, people believe when I lose weight, I'm going to have a rock solid belief in myself. When I lose weight, I'm going to love my body. Like, we've always heard this, right? Like, when I lose the weight, I'm going to love myself. When I lose the weight, I'm going to believe in myself. When XYZ happens, then I'm going to be happy. When XY, but then it's like, oh, no, it's not enough. Oh, but like maybe 20 pounds later. Oh, wait, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, if we can't have self-belief in the body that we're in right now, if we can't have belief in who we are right now, it's always what's next. Yeah. And then it's like the next thing, the next thing, the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. Like I said, I had self-belief in myself when I was binging every day and I was uncomfortable in my own skin, because the self-belief allowed me to take one step forward. This self-belief allowed me to take one step forward. And that one step forward gave me evidence that I can do this. And then I had self-belief again, and I took another step. And that action created another bank of evidence for why I can do this. And then it's like, one step forward is what allows you to actually get to the end destination. Destination mindset will sabotage us. Yes. Self-belief is I believe in myself no matter what. Drop no matter what. No matter what. You're allowed to feel sad. You're allowed to get triggered. You're allowed to be upset, but it doesn't stop you from going down the path that you know you're meant to go on. And I also want to say this about no matter what, no matter what, no matter what, no matter what, no matter what. I love it. Triggers make you stronger. Triggers are actually indications of where you need to heal. They are opportunities to grow. Nobody likes being triggered. Nobody likes being triggered. Are you kidding me? But it makes you stronger because you choose to rise above it and you prove to yourself you're going to be okay. You prove to yourself that you're going to be okay. This is so important. Nobody wants to be triggered, but if you're triggered, it's like, let's look at that. Why did I get triggered? Oh, because it's still something that I need to heal. Okay. So then you heal that part of you and you grow. Right? And this might sound, you might be surprised by this, but I actually think it's so helpful when my clients or you guys put yourselves in unfamiliar situations and unfamiliar environments and potentially get challenged, because it just helps you grow. One of my clients that I worked with, she moved back home. She got a new job. She moved back home to her parents' house. And she was so worried about like old environment that she grew up in, but now new environment because she hasn't been at her parents' house in a long time after so many years. And I'm like, I'm not even worried about you. Like, I'm not even worried, because when you have put in the work and you have started to rewiring your brain and you have a set of tools in your toolbox, so to speak, and you have the support and you have a new mindset, going into a challenge is not the same you. Going into a challenge after even a few weeks of dedicating time to healing your relationship with food, it's like an up-leveled version of yourself. You have different tools. You have different strategies. Your mindset is changing. Do you see that? When you're taking action, when you're utilizing the tools and you're consistent and you're becoming less impulsive and you're changing your thoughts, you can go to a place that was once challenging for you, but you changed. Maybe the environment didn't change, but you changed. Maybe, for this client, it was like every time she would go to her parents' house, it's like, oh my gosh, all this food. Oh my gosh, you're not eating. Oh my God, eat more, eat more. You know what it's like. But when you change your thoughts, when you've rewired your brain, you're less impulsive. It's like you can go to that old triggering environment. You've changed. And this is very important. Life is going to throw curveballs at you. And sometimes it's for the pure reason of, I'm going to throw this curveball at you to make sure, do you still want freedom? Are you sure you really want it? Here's another challenge. Oh, here's another challenge. You said you believe in yourself. Now, do you believe in yourself? You said that you really want to conquer binge eating. Boom, challenge. You say you really want to conquer? Are you still sure about that? I'm going to throw you this curveball. Are you sure you really want it? This is what happens. But the people who conquer binge eating, what'd you guys write down? Do it no matter what. That's you. You don't let anything stand in the way. You are a badass. Drop badass below, because I call my community badasses. Drop badass below if that's you. A badass doesn't let anything get in the way. She goes for it. She keeps going. She goes on the path of healing. She knows that she can get through anything. She's been through hard times in her life before, so she's like, oh, just another tough thing coming my way. It's okay. I've always been okay. It's okay. Watch me. Watch me. Watch me do this. You better watch out, because I freaking got this. I'm going to be stronger after this. Badass, 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 badass. We are badasses, yes. The diet binge cycle is what? You restrict yourself, you feel deprived, you binge, you feel bad about it, and then you restrict yourself again, and the cycle repeats itself. But the diet binge cycle repeats itself, you know when? Your self-belief goes like this. The first month, on a Monday, I believe in myself. Up. You're amped up and you're ready to go. And then on Friday, you're putting on an outfit to go out for dinner, and you're like, oh my God, it's so snug. Can't even put on this outfit, and I thought I looked so cute. And then I put on the outfit, and I do not look so cute. And then, boom, I don't believe in myself. So when your self-belief goes like this, that's the diet binge cycle. 1 week, no binges. A month, no binges. And you're like, I'm a badass. Yes, I'm a badass. And then something happens, and then you don't believe in yourself. And this is when people start things and don't continue. People start and stop when self-belief is like this. I believe in myself. I don't believe in myself, so I'm just not going to continue doing it. I want to talk about showing up. Can you drop showing up in the chat? I want to make sure you guys are alive and you're here. We're on day 3. Look at all of you freaking badasses showing up on day 3. You know how many people dropped off, I'm sure? But you guys are here. So just also like give a little pat on your back. Like, hello, hi, I'm showing up. It's day 3. It's so easy on day 1. 1 million people. Oh my God, it changed my life. Let's see who's here on day 4. I talked about consistency on day 1 and day 2. It's easy to show up for yourself and stick to healthy habits when you're in a good routine, right? You woke up early and you did a morning routine, and you've gotten your workout, and you've gotten all of your water, and you went to bed early, and it's easy to show up then. But it's hard to show up for yourself when maybe you're busy at work. You didn't get in your morning walk. And then it's like, well, there's not even a point of meditating today because I didn't get in that walk. And there's not even a point of drinking any water today because like I didn't even get my workout in. I'm just going to give in to the urge to binge. But again, you cannot show up when things are just easy, because that's not life. Life is not like smooth sailing. There's going to be times where you're busy. There's going to be times where you're stressed. And for whatever reason, you can't stick to all of your 25 million habits that you're trying to stick to. But something is better than nothing. You guys have heard that before. But when you have the all or nothing or the perfectionist mindset, it's like, actually something is not better than nothing. I need to be perfect or else I'm just not going to do anything. That's where lack of consistency comes in. This is the start stop cycle. If I'm not perfect, I'm going to stop. I need to make sure this lands. The diet binge cycle, start stop. The perfectionist mindset, if it's not perfect, I'm not going to do it. Do you see how that's the diet binge cycle? That's the start stop. I believe in myself. I don't believe in myself. It's all connected. Melissa says, what you're saying resonates with me so much. I see you, Melissa. So to turn inwards, when do you really believe in yourself? And when do you tend to not believe in yourself? Even drop into the chat, like, when do you really believe in yourself? Is it when somebody makes a comment to you? Is it when, like, you just feel good in your own skin and you're like, yeah, I believe in myself today, but tomorrow I don't? Like, when do you tend to believe in yourself and when do you tend to not believe in yourself? This is very important. If you know right now, drop it in the chat. If not, you can take some time to think about it. When I hit a new PR or make it through a hard workout, that's awesome. Yep. So maybe you know yourself, when I feel like I can do it. And you know what's going to be even more powerful? It's like when I know I can do it. Chills. It's like there's even a slight shift in that. It's like when I feel like I can do it, it's like, yes, I can feel like I can do it. But it's like when you know you can do it, that does not rock your self-belief. It's like, I know it. I know it. I know it. And again, you don't have to have evidence yet. It's just the belief is the first step when I accomplish things. Yeah. So again, maybe you know yourself. You're like, when I see results, I believe in myself. When I don't see results, I don't believe in myself. I believe in myself when everyone else is doing the same thing that I'm doing. But if I feel like I'm the only one not dieting and everyone else is dieting, I don't believe in myself. I believe in myself when I PR a run time or wake up with a positive body image day. I struggle to believe in myself if I'm tired and tend to lean into limiting beliefs. Because I know this, I focus on meditation, breath work, and future pacing. Yeah, so good, Carissa. When I've been binge free, not bloated. Yeah. You know, it's so interesting because I work with so many clients, and whenever somebody joins a program and they're like, at the beginning, it's like, so like, they're like excited, but also a little nervous at the same time. Like there's fear, but there's like so much excitement, and that's obviously normal. But I wish I could literally like show you the path of where you're going to be in like 6 months or a year when you really believe in yourself and you show up and you put in the work, because it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when you're going to conquer. My mentor used to say that to me all the time, and it landed so perfectly. It's not a matter of if you are going to conquer. It's just a matter of when you will, because you will. And I know that, and I believe that to be true. Drop not if, but when. Not if, but when. Mac is just like on, I feel like you're like this. You're like hovering over the keyboard. As soon as I say something, you're like, I love it. It's not if, it's just when. And I know this to be true. And I often wish I literally can just like bring you to that destination. Like I have so much belief in you guys, because I'm like living proof that like I was like, I don't think this is ever going to be possible for me. And where I'm at right now just blows my mind. But I'm like, I wish I can literally just like take you to the end destination and be like, look, this is how you're going to feel. This is how you're going to experience. Like, this is where you're going. Like, this is the end destination. Like, you're going to get here. Like, I wish I can just like take you there, but I can't. And this is where self-belief comes in. And my clients always say after working with me, it's like, I wish I did this sooner. I wish I found you sooner. Even some of you guys, maybe you just found me and you're like, where have you been all my life? I wish I found you sooner. Right? But it's like, you need to see that vision, even though you don't have evidence. It's like, even if I can't show you exactly what it's going to look like. It's like, you got to know it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. So I'm going to get there. I'm going to get to that end destination. You have the opportunity now to heal, to take action, because you too will say, I wish I did this sooner. You don't need results to believe in yourself at the beginning. The beginning, you don't have results. There's nothing tangible that's going to help you know that the end result is there. But that's the action piece that I talked about. People say, I don't believe in myself because I don't trust myself around trigger foods. Yes, because you keep putting them out of your house, so you're not taking action. So how can you believe that it's possible for you? Action is what will skyrocket your progress and skyrocket your self-belief. If you would have told me back in 2019 that I'd be 4 years binge free and I'd be helping all of you guys, I would have probably passed out, even though I have a lot of self-belief in myself. But you know how I started believing in myself? Was because those little action steps that I took, healing my relationship with food. I got the proper support. I was part of the proper community. And the next thing you know, it's like I held less urges and I was less impulsive. And that action is what allowed me to actually believe that the end destination is closer. When you feel like the end destination is so far, it's like, oh my God, it's literally so far. Like, it's like so much work. But it's actually closer than you think. It's closer than you think. Bye, Susan. I remember having this moment. I was in the shower. And it was early on in my journey. I was a personal trainer and I was a health coach. And I felt this pull so strongly. Like, it was like a voice inside of my mind of like, you're going to conquer binge eating one day and you're going to help millions of people around the world. And I'm like, where the heck did this come from? Because I'm still binging. So like, and I'm a personal trainer, I'm a health coach. Like, I'm not even a coach for this. Like it's so weird. It's just feeling in my body. Like, you're gonna, like, people are waiting for you. Like, people are gonna be so thankful for you. Like, people, like, you get people, like, you understand what this cycle is like. You're gonna help people one day. And I'm like, okay. The more action that I took, the more progress I had. The more progress I had, the more self-belief I had. The more self-belief I had, the more evidence there was that I can actually do this. Remember yesterday, I talked about the glimpses of freedom. Each one of those glimpses of freedom is one step closer to the end destination. It's planting the seeds of self-belief. I believe in myself a little bit more. I believe in myself a little bit more. I believe in myself a little bit more. You can't wait to have results and then believe in yourself. Like, you have to believe in yourself so you can take action to get results. Does this make sense? Drop a yes if this is making sense. And I said this before, but I'm gonna say it again. If you wait to have results, if you wait to believe in yourself to have results, you're gonna be spending your life in la la land, hoping and dreaming, and nothing will change. Imagine if right now you said yes to yourself. I really want you guys to feel this. Maybe even close your eyes, unless you're driving. Please don't do that. Maybe even close your eyes for a moment. And like, I want you to just imagine today you said yes to yourself. Today was the day you decided, yes, I'm going in. I'm not waiting for the first, today's the day. And every single day for the next year, you said to yourself, I believe in myself. You just said this to yourself. I believe in myself. I believe in myself. I believe in myself. Every single day for 365 days, I believe in myself. I believe in myself. Would that be helpful? Yeah, it would be. But would you get the results by, I believe in myself. I believe in myself. I believe in myself. I can do this. I believe in myself. Would you actually get the results that you're wanting if you just said, I believe in myself. I believe I can do it. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. Probably not if you don't do anything else except sit with your eyes closed and say, I believe in myself. Right? If you say to yourself, I believe in myself, that's going to help. But it's not enough without the action. And if you close your eyes right now and you literally see yourself taking action, whatever that looks like, you're plugged into the right community, you've got somebody who knows what binge eating is, that makes you feel seen. You have tools that are changing your life. You're less impulsive with food. You felt the strongest urge to binge and you were able to not give in, and you can just see the look on your face and your smile is so big and you're like jumping up and down and you're so freaking proud of yourself when you wake up in the morning and you can actually go for a walk or go to the yoga class or get in a workout because you're not bloated from last night's binge. And you just see the look on your face, like so happy and so proud of yourself that you said yes to yourself. But you're taking the action. You're not giving into your urges. You're being able to eat without guilt. Like you're actually showing up for yourself. That is different than I believe. This is really important. Self-belief and action. I've used this example before, but I'm going to say it again. Nobody wants to binge. Like, I know you guys don't want to be binging anymore. It sucks. It's frustrating. It's annoying. But let's use an example of two people. So one person, okay, they just binge and they spend so much time in their head beating themselves up. Oh, why did you do this? You're never going to stop. Blah, 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 blah. Look, you did it again. You did it again. You did it again. How does this person feel? How do you feel when you speak to yourself like that? How do you speak to yourself when you talk down on yourself and you say, you're never going to be able to do this? How do you feel? Not motivated. You're probably not going to believe in yourself because your negative self-talk is so strong. Versus somebody who has a binge and they also feel bloated and it sucks and they're frustrated, but they're like, you know what? That wasn't a failure. It's a bump along the road. And you know what? I'm going to show up powerfully for myself tomorrow because this is who I am. I've committed. I've already made the decision that I was going to commit to myself. So I'm not even going to give up on day one when I've had a binge. You don't end up in the all or nothing mentality. You don't skip your workout because what's the freaking point? You don't over exercise the next day. You continue showing up. You plug into support. You show up for yourselves. You eat regularly throughout the day. You know that this is a journey. That person is going to make faster progress because of the language that they use, how they speak to themselves, because the language that you speak to yourself impacts your self-belief. It sucks that I binge and I'm not comfortable, but you know what? It's okay. Tomorrow's a new day. And maybe I'm going to just reflect on the binge to see maybe what I could have done differently. Maybe I didn't even use a tool. And I kind of just said, screw it. Maybe there were certain things that led me to binge. And I'm not going to dwell on it. Tomorrow's a new day. But I freaking got this. And I'm going to change the way that I'm speaking to myself because I know how it impacts my mood. And I know that it matters. This is where community is so important. Drop community in the chat. It's hard to believe in yourself after a binge. It's kind of hard sometimes to boost yourself up and speak positively to yourself. And you know you're doing these self-sabotaging things, right? It's like, but I know better. Like, but I know better. Like, I'm not trying to be an asshole to myself, but like, come on, you know better. But this is where support and being part of a community really matters. You share, hey guys, I'm frustrated. I just binged today. I know I'm going to pick myself back up. I just want to share in here. And then everyone's giving you so much love and they're like, you freaking got this, and they're cheering you on. It can make the biggest difference. Having people cheer you on in times of a binge. But also, it's great if you can pick yourself back up. It's great if you can pick yourself back up right after a binge and you can, you're at a place where you celebrate your wins. Like if you can do that, amazing. But it's next level when you have a community of other badasses who are cheering you on and who are supporting you and who are lifting you up when you need a little bit more support. I hate felt alone for too long. Yeah. Sarah, is this my past client, Sarah? I'm like, I have so many back. When there's no last names, I'm like, who am I talking to? No, okay. So, like, this is so important because who else gets it? When you're able to, like, not give into an urge to binge, who else can you celebrate this stuff with? Like, who else gets it, right? It's so funny. Back in 2019, I had Andrew's parents over and my parents over, and Andrew's parents brought apple pie. I'm not the biggest apple pie fan. Like, I don't really love it. But if there was a social event, I would never have dessert because I'm like, I'm going to spiral out of control. I'm going to gush on my calories. I would never have dessert. And I remember sitting there, I just finished dinner, didn't even track anything, ate whatever my mom made. And I remember looking at the apple pie, and it was like, I felt this nudge of like, go and eat it. And I was like, Lorna doesn't eat dessert unless she's binging. And I was like, okay. I got it myself a slice of apple pie. And I remember being like, people are going to judge me. People are going to say something like, oh my God, Lorna's eating apple pie. But I remember eating the apple pie and I ate it. And I was like, no urge to binge, no guilt whatsoever. I'm like, what the heck is happening? I'm like, I feel so proud of myself right now. Literally so proud of myself. I remember sitting on the couch with Andrew and I'm like, babe, you would not imagine what happened. Like, I'm so excited. And he's like, what? He literally thought I bought lingerie. Like, this is where this is where their mind goes. I'm like, so excited. I'm like, I'm so excited about tonight. He's like, did you buy lingerie? Why? And he did not get it all. He's like, oh, okay, that's nice. Like, no idea. Here I am, like, so proud of myself. Like, this is a big ass freaking deal. And I tell my husband, and he's like, oh, awesome. Like, it's nice. You had apple pie. Like, did not get it. Where do you have people in your life who get it? Where you do something like that and you're like jumping off the walls and you're like, oh, I need to celebrate with my people who actually get me. And it's like, nobody gets you. But I was part of a program. I remember dropping this and I remember sharing and I felt seen. I felt special. My excitement amplified. You need that. We all need that. I felt proud of myself. Yes, we get it. Only here. Yes, Michelle. It's like, I felt proud of myself before. Like, I was jumping up and down, but it's like, man, when you are around people who get you, like, you win more because you want to be celebrated and your progress skyrockets. And this is why people love the community so much, because it doesn't matter which program of mine you join. When you feel seen, when you feel understood, anyone here in the membership, drop membership. I'm just curious who's here in the community, but it's like when you are part of a badass community and they're reminding you that you're not alone and you got this, it changes everything. You need to be reminded every single day why you chose to heal your relationship with food. Because again, there's going to be things that rock you. Am I going to keep going? The community can remind you why you're here. Membership, 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 membership. One of my clients, I don't know if she's on here. I'm just going to keep the name anonymous. And she said, Lorna was so right. Like, I knew community was a huge aspect to healing, but I've tried on my own to stop binge eating. And she's been in the membership for 1 month. And she's like, I'm mind blown because of the community support. And it makes the biggest difference. They get you. There's been people in there who shared, I felt the urge to binge. And they literally did not binge, not just because they posted. When you have the proper tools, but then you have like the accountability and it's like, you have the support. It's like, I'm not going to do this because like I'm invested. I'm part of a community. I've made a commitment to myself. Do you see the difference? When nobody knows that you're on this journey, I remember like, nobody knows that I have an urge to binge right now. I literally can just like binge and I'm home alone. Nobody knows. But then it's like when you invest and there's a commitment and then you have the community, it's like, oh, like, I want to write that I didn't give into an urge to binge. So I'm not going to do it. There's a different level of accountability. I want to ask you this. If you knew 100% that you were going to conquer binge eating, how would you show up? How would you show up? Like, how would you order at the restaurant? How would you show up at a social event? How would you, like, what would you do when you feel the urge to binge if you knew you were 100% going to conquer? And what I mean by this is if you knew you were 100% going to conquer, you would probably go to the restaurant and order with like confidence. You would probably allow yourself to have a cookie without guilt. You probably wake up and like be excited about the day. You would be present. You would show up differently Because again, your belief in yourself impacts your actions. If you know that you're going to conquer binge eating, you show up differently. When you don't know and you're like, I don't know, maybe. Maybe I will. If you don't have belief in yourself, you're like, there's not even a point of utilizing the tool because that's probably not even going to work. And you know what? I'm probably still going to binge. So like, there's not even a point. There's not even a point of trying to bring chocolate into the house because I'm just going to binge. Like, there's not even a point of going out for dinner because I'm probably just going to not even check in with my hunger. And then I'm probably going to eat past fullness. And then I'm probably, what I normally do after dinner is like, I just come home and I end up binging anyway. So I probably shouldn't go out. Do you see how your belief impacts the actions that you take or you don't take? When you believe in yourself, you utilize the tools like they're going to change your life because they are and they will. When you believe in yourself, you show up like you're on your way to ending binge eating because you will and you do. You believe in yourself. When you believe in yourself, you speak to yourself like you're going to conquer binge eating. You talk to yourself like you're a freaking badass who's so capable of doing hard things, and you prove that to yourself. When you believe in yourself and you're committed and you show up like the best version of yourself because you know that you're worthy of that, everything changes. So you stay committed on day 1, on day 12, on day 57, on day 82, on day 300, on day 365. You stay committed when you know you're going to conquer binge eating. If you know you're going to conquer binge eating, you wouldn't be stressed about when. On day 1, I talk about the timelines. If you know you're going to conquer binge eating, of course you want it to happen tomorrow, but you're not so stressed about when because you know it's going to happen and you show up until it happens. This was me, you guys. I did not know when I was going to stop binging. I had no idea. I didn't have control over that. You don't have control over that. But what I did have control is getting the right support, having a bomb-ass community, utilizing the tools, showing up for myself every day. Carissa says, I remember after an intense binge thinking to myself, oh, I'll just tell my friends I'm in bulking stage right now. Like, I justified every binge with, well, more fuel for the gym, when in reality, I would eat so much that movement just made me feel horrible, yet I would do it anyways. It's such a mind game. Yeah. Carissa, I remember being in that place as well too. And it's like, well, just tell my people that, like, because I used to do competitions and things, and it's like, yeah, I'm like purposely putting on, I want to purposely like get bigger and like put on muscle. And I used to like justify, and I'm like, I'm actually binging. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. So I want to ask you, what are you going to do to show up for yourself? What are you going to do? For me, I set myself up for success. I got the right support. I plugged into a community. I was utilizing the tools. I was showing up for myself. Did not mean things were perfect, but I dedicated the time and the energy to go all in. This is not about being perfect. It's about dedicating the time. If you think about it, it's such a small part of your life. Healing can be such a small part of your life when you think about the grand scheme of things and thinking about you get to enjoy the rest of your life. Think about it. If you dedicate time for healing, you get to enjoy the rest of your life. Stay plugged in, utilize the tools, keeping balance in my work and pleasure. Yes, Mac. Utilize the tools, be there for myself in the community. Yes, Michelle, I want to see you posting in the membership. Yes. When you think about a year, so I want you to think about a year, 365 days. What do you think about? Do you feel like it feels like a long time, or do you feel like it's a short time? There's no right or wrong answer. Can you just let me know? When you think about a year, is it a long time? Is it a short time? There's literally not a right answer. I'm just curious. Because sometimes it can feel like, oh my gosh, a full year, that seems like a freaking lifetime. But in the grand scheme of things, sometimes it's like a blink of an eye. Long, short, it will go fast. Long, seems long, goes by fast, right? So there's all these different answers, right? 1 year is actually such a short part of your life. And I'm not saying it has to take a year for you to conquer, but I'm just saying, like, imagine if you dedicated a full year. You guys, imagine if you decided to go all in for a full year, get in the right support, healing your relationship with food, conquering binge eating, and then you have your whole rest of your life to fully enjoy. You have the rest of your life to feel free with food, to not worry about urges again, to not be thinking about food all day long. You're going to have the rest of your life to enjoy with your family, with your friends, at birthdays, at social events, at weddings, at get-togethers, Christmas, all these events, all these memories that you get to make. Is that not worth it? Is that not freaking worth it? It absolutely is. In the grand scheme of things, and even when you think like time-wise, right? Of like, oh, I got to put in this effort to heal my relationship with food, but you do it now, you get to enjoy your whole life. But if you don't do it, it's like, then you're thinking about it your whole life versus enjoying your whole life. There's a difference. The year goes by, whether we're healing or not. So let's heal, ladies. Yes. Carissa, oh, Carissa's such a badass. Carissa's like the hype one in the friend group. She's like, let's go, guys. Like, let's freaking go. I love it. So worth it. We are worth it. Yes, 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 yes. You know, there's been over 400 people registered for this masterclass. And I just want you to think about this for a second. There's been over 400 people in this registered for this masterclass. What does this tell you? Number one, you're not alone. Number two, it tells you that there's a lot of people that say that they're ready, but I'm going to be honest with you. Can I be honest with you? Drop a yes in the chat if I can be honest with you. There's been over 400 people. Here it comes. There's been 400 people registered for this masterclass. And I'm going to be honest to say this. Not everyone is going to conquer binge eating. You might be like, how dare you say that I'm leaving? No, no, no. Just listen to me. It's not because they can't. All of you can, and I'm so certain about that. I don't have a single doubt in my mind that you can't. Every one of you, every single one of you, Brianna, Sarah, iPhone, Karen, Cindy, Marcy, Michelle, Carissa, Mac, every single one of you guys has the ability to conquer binge eating. I don't doubt that. But I say not everyone will, not because you're broken or you're weak or you're not capable. But when things get hard, oh, yeah, I'm not going to do that. When things get challenging, oh, never mind, I'm not going to do that. You can conquer and you will conquer, but not everyone will choose to do so because this journey is not linear. There's going to be days where you're feeling so freaking good, you want to freaking dance your heart out, and you're like, I can't even believe this is my life. Like, pinch me. Like, did that just happen? And then there's going to be times where maybe you have a little bump in the road. But choosing to keep going is going to be the difference. And I say this over and over and over again. This is why community and support is important. If I didn't have my coach or the community, it would have been a lot more challenging trying on my own. Because who can we turn to talk about this stuff with? My husband didn't know what to say. My family would say things that would trigger me. My mom's like, oh, it's okay. Like, I sometimes eat too much cookies. And I'm like, you don't get it. Right? When you have the people that can make you feel seen, even just this community for these 4 days, it's like you feel seen, you feel understood. And it's like, I'm going to make shit happen. When you have reassurance, it's normal. Hey, I actually haven't had a binge either. We got this. We're in this together. Or moments of like, hey, it's okay that you binge. Like, we're in this together. Like, we're going to continue showing up for ourselves. Like, that is different. That is different. So I am going to give you a very special opportunity right now. This is your opportunity. I've built something really incredible. And if you've been here for the past few days, you know that this is just the start. There's not one thing that's going to magically stop your binge eating. Drop one thing in the chat. One thing. Drop one thing. There's not one thing that's going to magically stop binge eating. It's an accumulation of many things that will help you conquer binge eating. And you've probably seen that over the past few days. You're like, Lorna, you've talked about so many different things. Yes, because there's not one thing. So I wanted to actually create a space where you can come and you can learn, and you can learn all the foundational tools to stop the yo-yo dieting, to heal your relationship with food and break out of the diet binge cycle. A place where you no longer needed to search in all the different places to find information, but have one place where you have it all. And I thought to myself, what do people need? What are the keys? Drop keys in the chat. Keys. What are the keys to making consistent progress? I didn't know anyone thought like me before, during or after a binge, until I saw one of your Instagram posts talking about your thoughts in your binge days. That was amazing for me. I didn't feel alone. Yes, 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 yes. So good. Keys, 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 keys. There's 3 keys. Drop the first one below, tools. Drop tools below. You need specific tools to get to the root of your unhealthy relationship with food and to rewire your brain out of these habitual cycles. The second thing you need, drop this in the chat, support and community. Support and community, because binge eating thrives in isolation. And there's something so transformational, but when you're part of a community of other people that get you, like no parent, no best friend, no partner, or even a therapist will ever get you. Number 3, coaching. Number 3, coaching. From someone who has lived experience with binge eating and has come out on the other side to give you the support that you need. So I bundled this up together, all of these 3 keys, and this is my Root and Rewire membership. This is your home. This is your safe place where you feel seen, where you feel understood. You learn all the foundational tools to heal your relationship with food and get out of the diet binge cycle. Love the membership. Mac, we love you. This is very special because it's 6 or 12 months, and I want to explain why. I know what happens when you fully commit to not just 1 month. I'm going to try. Like I'm just going to try it. That leaves you start, stop, start, stop. I'm going to try this one thing. I'm going to start, stop, start, stop. I love working with women who are ready to do this for good, to fully commit, not just when it's easy, but no matter what. And when you make a commitment to yourself that you're going to go all in, you're going to be mind blown the results that you're going to be able to experience. So I'm going to give you this opportunity to commit today to say, let's freaking go. 6 or 12 months. You're going to get a monthly masterclass with me to improve your relationship with food. Every single month, a training with me to improve your relationship with food. All the tools. You're going to get a monthly masterclass, a personalized coaching session with me, a Q&A. So you come on and you ask your questions to get personalized coaching with me. And then, of course, the badass community that I've been talking about this whole time. To feel less alone. And this right here is worth the entire membership. Love the membership. I put myself all in for 1 year. I'm going to do this. You can do this too. Yes, Michelle. Yes, yes, yes. So exciting. So when you join now, this is not it. You guys are going to probably fall off your chair. When you join now, you get instant access to over 14 hours of trainings, very actionable steps that you can literally take today. There's trainings you can binge watch today. How to rewire your brain, how to control your crazy cravings, how to stop the all or nothing mentality, how to stop thinking about food 24/7, how to stop emotional eating, what to do before, during, and after a binge, how to get to the root of your binge eating, how to prioritize health and fitness goals without sliding back into diet culture, how to stop secret eating, and so much more. So who is freaking ready? I want to see all the badasses who are ready to go all in. I'm going to drop the link for you guys down below. And if you're freaking ready to do this, then let's freaking do it. I'm so freaking excited. Once you join, you're going to message me and we're going to have a party. If you're in the membership and there's anything you want to share about being in the membership, you know that I would love that. I'm just going to drop it in here. I still have to do the giveaway, so do not leave yet. There's still a giveaway. I'm going to do that in just one moment here. Okay, here we go. Okay, just dropped it in the chat. Come hang out with us. Yeah. Okay. So just drop the link in the chat for you guys badasses who are ready to go all in. And I'm super, super, super excited. Lauren is amazing. The membership is amazing. Community is amazing. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So there's the link. You can review all the details and you can join us to really go all in and commit. Not on the 1st. It starts now. Your binge-free year starts today. Okay. All right. Love the membership. Yes, Cara. So good. And if you've joined Stop the Urge already and you want to join the membership, they're two different things. If you're in the membership and you want to join Stop the Urge, you're more than welcome as well too. I know some of you guys are in both and it's going to be incredible. Okay. Okay. I got to do the giveaway. Got to do the giveaway. So this person is on. So I'm just like, I can't wait to see their face. This is going to be so exciting. You guys are so... Okay. So the winner, I did a random number generator. Okay. And the winner is Mac. It's you, Mac. I know, she's like, I don't know if you're laughing or you're crying. This is amazing. She's in the membership, but you won. Yesterday was somebody I had no idea, and she was literally just so grateful. This is amazing. So Mac, you are going to get my breathwork bundle. Okay, has 18 sessions of different breath works to really help reduce stress and anxiety, become less impulsive with food. And I know that's going to be amazing for you. So that will be that. And everyone giveaways. This is so exciting. Hell yeah. So you guys can still, all you need to do is rate and review the podcast or post the photo on your Instagram stories. You still get a chance to win. I'm going to be choosing one more winner tomorrow. Okay. So Mac, I will message you and you'll get access to the breathwork bundle. And it's so fun that you were actually on today. Like, what a coincidence. So, oh, I love it. Yay. So much fun. All right, you guys, this is day number 3. I will post the homework for you guys down below. Once you join the membership, message me. I want to like celebrate with you. I'm going to like voice you back and I'm just going to be so excited. So this is going to be amazing. Have an amazing rest of your day. Message me if you have any questions about the membership. You're welcome, Sarah. Bye, guys. Bye, Brianna. Thanks for being on. Nadia, Iris, Kenzie, Donna, Cara, Kendall, Michaela, Sarah, iPhone, Vanessa. Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. Okay, have a good one. Bye.